Hi, welcome to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins. In today's video lesson we are going to be talking about how to improve your rhythm. A lot of times I think a lot of guitar players overlook playing rhythm because it's not quite as fancy as, tearing it up on the solos. But playing rhythm is very, very important, especially for lead guitar playing as well, because you got to kind of listen to the rhythm when you're doing your solos and stuff. So the better rhythm guitar player you are, the better lead guitar player you can be on top of that. So let's check that out. Let's check out 5 tips that are going to help you improve your rhythm guitar playing.
Audio Jungle.
So tip number 1 is to learn your common chords, your basic common chords right here, your common chords right here, because these are like found in hundreds and hundreds of songs. Chords like C, A, G, E, D, and I would recommend F as well. If you learn those chords right there, those 6 chords, I guarantee you, C, A, G, E, D, and F. You're gonna be able to learn tons of songs with those chords right there. So I would recommend number 1, learn those basic common chords. Alright, number 2, learn how to move them up the fretboard. Okay, that's very important as well, because if you just play them right here, you're only going to be able to do so much with them. There's a lot you can do in a lot of songs, with just playing them right here. But if you learn how to move them up the fretboard, you can do even more with them. And the best way to do that is learn how to play bar chords, because bar chords allow you to move these chords up the fretboard. What's great about the D chord is that if you just play the bottom 3 strings where the D chord is formed, you can move it up the fretboard and do some really cool stuff with it, So I would highly recommend work on moving these up the fretboard, learn how to form your bar chords, and the bar chords come from your index finger being the nut, representing the nut, kind of like a movable capo, if you understand how that works. And learn how to play these bar chords, because the fact of the matter is, then you can learn to play them further up the fretboard. Number 3, to improve your rhythm guitar playing, I highly recommend that you learn about strumming and picking. Okay, strumming, it's not just enough to learn to be able to play the chords. That's not enough to form the chords and move them. You got to learn how to strum. So if we're playing, let's say, a G major bar chord, we're strum downward like this, then strum back up, down and up. You can clearly see how that changes the rhythm. Down, down, up, maybe, When you're strumming, keep your wrist loose, okay? Don't make it like this where it's all rigid like this, okay? Don't do that. You want it to be loose. You always want to be relaxed when you're playing guitar. Just try to relax and have some fun with it, okay? And so you want your wrist to be relaxed. And especially if you're going to be picking chords as well. If you're going to be picking the notes individually like this, now that definitely takes time because of the fact that your hands have to get used to where the strings are located. So that's very important for playing rhythm, is development of the picking hand, strumming as well as picking the strings individually. So definitely take some time to work on that. And a lot of times I'll take my 2 fingers, my third and pinky, and I'll rest them on the fretboard to give me, not the fretboard, I'm sorry, rest them on the guitar body to give my hand some stability when I'm trying to pick the strings like this, okay? And you can also do finger picking too, where you put the pick down and, play like this. But it's all about based on developing your hands, developing your fretboard hand to form the chords, and developing your picking hand to strum and pick the notes individually. Number 4, I recommend that you work on chord embellishment theory. Learn some chord embellishment theory, because that's going to really help out your rhythm. So you say, well, what is chord embellishment theory? Chord embellishment theory is when you enhance the chord when you build upon it. Like for instance, if we take our, let's say our A major bar chord right here at the 5th fret, okay, a chord is based off of the 1, 3, 5 triad, and in this chord we have the 1, the 3, the 5, and the octave. And what you want to do is learn how to add notes to it. Like if we were going to play, say, a 6th note, you know, we put our finger down here on the B string of the 7th fret. Now we have an A major 6. If we bar the 1st string with it, now we have an A major 6, 9, because the 9 we've added that. That's how you create multiple, you know, variations of the chord. You create majors, minors, sus chords, sus2, sus4, things like that. I just put a video out on how to do suspended chords. I'd highly recommend you check that out because it's going to really help you out with improving your rhythm playing as well. So learn how to do chord embellishment theory, you know, dominant 7, major 7, minor 7, dominant 7, 6, 9, all kinds of stuff. And if you learn that, that's where your notes come in. Learn your notes. It's very, very important, because if you know where those notes are and you know where they're at in the scale and where they're at located on your fretboard, you can enhance those chords and create a lot of different shades of color. All right, number 5, our number 5th one here is to play in time. Okay, I can't tell you how many guitar players know chords and stuff, but they just don't have good timing, you know? And if you haven't any issues with timing, I would highly recommend work with a metronome or a drum loop or something like that, backing track, anything to really help improve timing, because timing is so important. It's everything in music, especially if you're going to play with other musicians. You've got to have good timing, okay? So it's very, very important. A lot of guitar players will spend hours in their room practicing their stuff, and then they go to play with somebody and they're just not in good time because they haven't worked on their timing. So definitely work on that. It's very, very important. Work with either a metronome or a drum loop or backing tracks or something. Just get that internal clock, because all musicians, musicians in general, especially guitar players, we need to build that internal clock inside of us, okay? And the only way to do that is through like a metronome or a drum beat or something that's going to help you just to, you know, get that internal clock going. You know, tap your foot. That's why a lot of times when you see people sitting down playing guitar, they're tapping their foot for you know, for timing purposes. Doesn't really matter how you do it, just make sure that you do it, okay? Now, if you'd like to know more about how to improve your rhythm guitar playing, I recommend you check out my book I authored called Learn to Play Rhythm Guitar. I like to author method books because that's how I learned how to play guitar when I was first starting out before the internet, YouTube, all that stuff, you know. And so I learned a lot of stuff from method books, and now I'm authoring and publishing my own method books, hoping to help some people out. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. I go through chords, how to read notation. I give you some learning assessments so you can check to see how well you've learned the lessons. I give you some chord progressions. Really simple, easy notation to understand. The words are big, things like that. Go over some basic theory, stuff like that. All the kind of stuff that's really going to help you improve a rhythm. And don't overlook rhythm playing. I'm telling you, lead guitar playing is great. I do it, I love doing it and everything. But don't overlook playing rhythm and getting better at playing rhythm. So in here I show you like guitar chords. I show you, you know, about the chord guitar itself, how to get started, natural chords, playing rhythm, arpeggiating chords, strumming chords, holding the guitar pick, 7th chords. Real popular in playing guitar are your 7th chords, so make sure that you learn those, you know, A7, B7, C7, D7, you know, G7, all those are really popular in a lot of songs. Then I'll go through bar chords, root 6 bar chords, root 5 bar chords, root 4 bar chords, as you know about that, timing sequences, basic chord theory, notes on the fretboard, major and minor triads, switching, how to switch chords easier, learning to mute strings, finger dexterity exercises, and just all kinds of great stuff here that can improve your rhythm playing. So if you're on the path to improving your rhythm playing, you're trying to do that, hopefully that's why you're here watching this video lesson, recommend check out this book. I'll leave a link for you below. You can either get it on my website or at Amazon. Great book. It's how I learned how to play, and I know it works. Method books are a great way to learn. Watching video is great too, so keep doing that. But method books are great because they allow you to take it step by step and you can progress at your own pace. You don't have to worry about the video going too fast or whatnot like that. It's the thing with video, sometimes the teachers go a little bit fast. But when you learn from a book, you can go at your own pace and your own schedule. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it. Work with these 5 tips that I taught you. I guarantee these are going to really help improve your rhythm to playing, and don't overlook rhythm, okay? It's very, very important. If you want to play lead guitar, it's great. Work on your rhythm. Very, very important, because the better rhythm guitar player you are, the better lead guitar player you'll be, okay? So, once again, keep practicing. Until our next lesson, take care. We'll see you then.